Welcome back to Sunday Night in America. Monday is Memorial Day. It's the day we celebrate the sacrifice of those who gave their lives for our country. It's the day we honor sacrifice. It's good to honor service too, which is why we have a day set aside in November, Veterans Day, to do that. But Memorial Day is about sacrifice, the giving of your life for your country and your fellow citizens. It should be, at least in part, an introspective day. On Veterans Day or Christmas or Valentine's Day, we can express our thoughts and feelings to others and wait for their response. We cannot do that on Memorial Day. There is no response. The people we honor are dead. So that leaves us to supply both ends of the conversation, but it's still a conversation that needs to be had. I spent some time this week studying the deadliest battles in our history, the battles which required the most sacrifice. I wondered what it was like to be a teenager sent to Europe during World War I, probably never crossed an ocean before in their young lives. And for many, they only crossed the ocean once. They're buried somewhere in France or Belgium or England. We sent them to liberate a continent, to liberate other people, and they did what we asked them to do with their lives. World War II was a deadly war both in Europe and the Pacific. Once again, our most precious resources, our young people, were sent to defeat an evil Axis, to liberate a continent, to defend people who were being victimized by a tyrant. And we sent other young people to defend our country after we were attacked at Pearl Harbor. Some of those soldiers are buried on the battlefields where they fell. Others are buried in foreign cemeteries, and we have a beautiful monument in our own country for those we never recovered, a tomb for the American soldier known only to God, the tomb of the unknown soldier. That is who we honor, which begets the question of what are we honoring? Sacrifice, duty, honor, bravery, all true. But what did they die for? What was it about America that made America worth dying for? Most of us do not enjoy thinking about death. I certainly understand that. It's final. It's the ultimate separation. There are no rights left to be exercised, no political speeches to be given or votes to be cast. The living have all the rights. The dead, well, they have Memorial Day. Perhaps we should give them a right, the right to critique who we are and what we have become. When you pay a steep price, you should have the right to question what you paid for. When you are footing the bill, you should have the right to evaluate what you spent, what it cost you. And when the price is your life, you should have high expectations. It is interesting and ironic at times to hear what Americans think this country owes them. Americans, in some instances, who have never spent a moment in service to others, have a long list of what they think this country owes them. I wonder what those who died for this country would think is owed. I wonder what those who simply ask that their remains be returned home, or that there be a marker where a mother or a child or a spouse could visit in some foreign land, do they have the right to wonder and weigh in on what this country has become? What would those who paid the highest price for freedom say? Maybe they would ask us, did we really die so you could embarrass yourself on Twitter? Did we really not even make it to age 20 so you could propagate misinformation under a fake name on social media? I wonder if they might ask, especially those laying together in some mass grave beside a battlefield, do we lie together united in death and service for all of eternity so you can fight and bicker with one another back home over the smallest of political issues? Are we united in death so you can be divided in life? That's the question we should ask ourselves. Have we become a country worthy of the price paid by so many in the wars we waged? Is this the America they dreamed of? Was it worth it? Were we worth it? Are we worth it? One thing you will see if you study the deadliest battles in our country's history is how many of them happened right here Americans killing Americans in a civil war. It's a cautionary reminder that we are capable of being our own worst enemy. We are capable of doing what no one else can do, which is defeat ourselves. So on this Memorial Day, to honor those united in sacrifice, united in death, perhaps we can make some small effort to be a little more united in life. And in the process, we can remind ourselves the only country capable of defeating the United States of America is us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.